From Las Vegas, Sandy Kastel and friends.
Welcome to Sandy Kastel and Friends, produced by Michael Leonetti. Sandy Kastel has been entertaining audiences for years on stage, screen, radio, and television. And for the next 60 minutes, she'll be talking with local and international performers, artists, authors, celebrities, and more, with special features like women in music and arts, shopping at Smith's, cooking with Chef Michael, and staying fit and fabulous forever. Now, let's bring on the host. Here is Sandy Kastel.
Hi, and welcome to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. Good morning, Chef Michael.
Good morning, Sandy
Good morning, Chef
Kastel.
Michael. Good morning.
You can ring my bell.
Ring my bell. Ring my bell.
That's like a bada bing,
What? Who is that?
That was a bada
Who
bing.
is that?
That's who you rang. You rang his bell.
God.
Bada bing.
You know, it's so funny. I talked to Jimmy Melodor yesterday. He said it was 85 degrees in Mexico. That's how hot it was.
Yeah?
He said it was so hot.
And what about it?
He's seen two squirrels rub them oil. Rub them oil?
Rubber oil?
You see two
Holy
squirrels
cannoli.
rubbing oil on their nuts, and it was incredible. That's how hot it was.
Were they going to bake them?
I don't know.
In the oven?
Well, I'm going to tell you what. Good morning, everybody.
Good
Welcome
morning.
to the Sandy Kastel
Everyone.
show. We watched. We got up early this morning. We watched
Susie's show.
Oh,
Yeah.
Susie was.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
telling you,
She's so adorable.
Susie was so terrific.
I know, and you know Ron Garrett. He's such a nice
what a
guy.
nice
he produces
guy.
that show.
But when
and
Tony
I gotta tell
Sacker
you-
got on, I shut it off.
Oh no! Don't say
No,
that.
I'm only teasing. I know Tony 150 years.
You know what I really enjoyed was when Tony Sacker said that when I was at the Smith Center, instead of feeling Vegas-y, I felt kind of, more, theatrical and, more Broadway-ish. And I said, but Tony, why are you shaking your hips like that? It reminds me of Vegas.
I give.
We love Tony.
I love Tony. I give people. He never mentions. He doesn't really care. It's like a fighter.
Why would he mention you?
Why would he?
Why would he mention
you? Know what I mean? And I wish I was. I back in the ring. I would challenge these guys to get in the ring. I would challenge him. They won't get in the ring with me. They don't want to get on the stage with me. They don't want to.
I don't blame
like
him.
all
Can
these
you blame
great
him?
drummers. Come on, I'll put up 100 G's.
I know why they're afraid of you. I know why. Because
Why?
they know about your batter.
Hey, that was good. You watched that today. That's great. No, there's a great bunch of people out there, and we're so happy that everybody's still out there, punching away. And I really mean that. And
Punching
I
away?
thought that girl did such a nice
What
job.
are you referring to? Boxing all the
And
time?
the,
What is this,
and then who else was it? The show
Who
was
else?
nice, and the chef was on. He showed a lobster.
They have
and how it
Schmicks
stood
and
up.
Schmeckel. What is that name of it?
Schmeckel and Schmoll. Schmoigel. Chavoin. Coil.
Schmiegel. No, it's Schmiegel.
And McCormick and Schmicks. That's
McCormick.
it. I can never say that name. McCormick and Schmicks.
Well, I was thinking Schmiegel from The Hobbit.
Smith. What is that?
It's a restaurant.
We gotta go there. We have to go
It's
there.
a really good steakhouse. Yeah, they have really nice steaks.
Right.
Yeah.
But
And I thought I talked a lot.
The funniest, we went to go.
Who is this anyway?
I went to Arby's.
Michael, do we have anybody else on the show today, or is it just you and me?
Just you and me. We went to.
I hear these voices in the background, but I can't tell what they are.
We went to Arby's. Oh, this kid's
No,
been
you went to
smoking that
Arby's.
crack.
You went to Arby's.
I went
at
to
home
Arby's.
working on the computer,
And I got a couple Arby's, and it was so
downloading
funny.
information.
There was two 12 sandwich eating women that were working that were behind the counter. You know what I
I
mean?
thought you were going to say they were walking this.
No.
street.
And what happened was, as I said, I would like to have a large junior, a large roast beef.
You want a
And
large
give me
junior?
A small one. I like the hoisin sauce, with all that sauce, and I like the white.
The
'cause it's
horsey sauce.
The horsey sauce.
You mean the horseradish sauce?
The horseradish sauce. And the lady turns around and says to the chef, it was
I lost my pencil and I can't find it.
No, I'm serious. He started talking to him in Spanish. There's more Spanish people working in these restaurants. Unbelievable. God bless these
Hey,
people.
listen.
I watched Obama today.
Obama today. You said he was on the news.
And this is what he said. He said, if you've been in America for more than 5 years, and we could do a criminal background check on you, and your children were here, we'll allow you to stay temporarily here, and you won't have to feel about deportation.
I like that temporarily part.
You can't blame. I got to tell you.
But wait a minute. Is that just a ruse to get them to come in and then say, well, it's all right. Temporarily, you got another week.
I really can't. If I voice my opinion on that,
well, then don't.
I can't because I won't get political. I'm a
blue-collar worker.
Come on, Guido.
I'm a blue-collar worker.
Who is this guy anyway? Who is this guy? Is this Guido? Guido Mastin?
Hello, Sandy Kastel.
Hello, Guido.
God, you look so lovely this morning.
Hey, take it easy.
Do you ever get sick and tired of those Guido jokes?
You know what? I don't think everybody's had one yet.
In the 80s, that was the big thing. They did the Guido jokes and stuff, right?
Yeah, but now we wear looser shirts.
Okay. I don't get it, but that's okay. And also, you brought a guest with you, Heather, Jayne, Wyatt. Hi, Heather. How are you?
How pretty.
You look so adorable. You look like you're about 10 years old.
Maybe 11.
Thank you.
Look, maybe 18.
Well, the guy behind her, she's getting married today.
44.
She's getting married in the morning.
Ding dong, the bells.
He has to push it. He has to push it. He can't. He rushes the time so he can beat me to the punch. So I
just got to jump in there, or
you
what?
got to jump in there.
All right, December 17th. You're all invited.
Oh,
December 17th. Oy vey.
I got 1 month to
I
plan
have to tell
this.
you what I'll be doing December 17th, but that's okay.
Heather supplying the champagne.
We call. I don't want to mention the guy's name. We call the guy today. We have a big event on the 13th of December. It's Sandy Kastel's birthday. It's a Wynn event. We're closing out the year with a big bash.
You guys got to come.
And the guy turned around and said, I got too many parties to go to.
This one.
Evan Davis. I'm going to call you out on this, okay?
Don't
Evan Davis.
No, we give him enough credit. Listen, guy. Leave him alone.
Evan, how many times have you been on?
Guy's struggling for money. Leave him alone.
Can I say something? How many times have you been on this show, Evan Davis? How many opportunities have we given you to promote yourself, the Ron DeCar's Event Center, all of the entertainers that you've brought on the show, all of the entertainers that we've put in the shows that we've done, and you tell us that you have too many events to go to
about Evan Davis?
on the night of my birthday party celebration. Well, I'm going to talk to Sandy Davis because Sandy is going to get on you about it because Evan Davis, I expect you to be at that party.
Sandy Kastel
even if you come, you can come at 6 o'clock. Okay, it's 6 to 9.
Sandy's there. Sandy's the most forgiving. I'm serious. She's the most forgiving.
I am the most forgiving, wonderful person.
I'll give the show. You cross me one time, you're done with me.
Bada bing.
You know what I mean? And one guy would say to me, "You're supposed to be a Christian man."
You should know that.
People say you're supposed to be a Christian man. Even Jesus, when he went in, he started whipping some people's
Evan,
asses.
if you're tuning in out there, you better call 702-731-1230. 702-731-1230.
Yeah, Evan, call Sandy because I want to see my blades get fired up.
And what's going on at Vegas Voice? We want to hear. You got this new author job now. You got a column over there at Vegas Voice.
There's a new column
and now you're so busy. You're so busy. You don't even call. You don't write. You don't visit.
Right.
What is this?
That's okay.
I got to give you a little Jewish guilt back.
Don't
back
worry
at you.
about it, honey. Don't worry about it. Let
But I'm not worried.
We got the TV
I'm
show.
not
We
worried.
got the radio show, and we're the ones that are number one.
Congratulations on your TV show, by the way. Michael showed me a little
thank you,
skit of
Guido.
that.
It's about time you mentioned that show.
Well, I'm trying, but you two,
oh my goodness!
You're like the mafia application.
Hey, watch it. Stop beating this table.
Again, you got a car, like the mafia application. You see that on Facebook?
What's the mafia application?
You got a name. You got a car.
You got a car.
You got a nick. You got a this. You got a that. You guys are talking. So you got to jive in there.
Why did
all right. I think we've got somebody calling in too. I think he's supposed to call in about 9:15. Roger Lambert.
Oh, not Roger Lambert, honey.
Roger Lambert. He's the author of Paying Victory's Price.
Oh my God!
So I'm looking forward to hearing from him. He should be calling in soon. But also, I want to talk to Heather Jayne Wyatt.
I want to talk to her too.
Heather, you can sit your water up here.
I just do want to make
Are
the
you
drumming
nervous?
sound.
I'm so nervous.
Fiji.
I am nervous.
Fiji water is supposed to be the best for your vocal cords. Did you know that?
But there's a few soup cans that need to drink a couple gallons of that water that's performing out in Vegas.
My voice teacher said there's actually, this water. Shut up.
I'm looking for a
anyway,
voice
it says,
teacher.
why travel to the South Pacific Islands citizens of Fiji for a drink of water. Fiji's waters aquifer is in a virgin ecosystem at the edge of a primitive rainforest.
And now in a bottle.
Thousands of miles from the nearest industrialized continent, this natural artesian aquifer protects the water until it is bottled at the source and shipped to you.
Listen to that tone of that voice.
Fiji, for a beautiful voice.
And now they can hire
And
you.
now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we welcome Heather Jayne Wyatt. Hi, Heather.
Hello, Sandy.
It's so nice to have you here
That's
today.
my mother's name.
It's so nice to have you here today.
Well, there
What's
you
your
go.
mother's name?
Sandy.
Oh, really? With an I or a Y?
Why?
Oh, why?
I have no idea.
Actually, my name is Sandra, but it's spelled with an A.
Hers is too.
I don't know why.
I have no
But
idea.
my mother did that too. Anyway, so what is it that you do? Obviously, you're adorable.
I started in May. I started taking pictures, and now I take photos and videos, and it's just taken off. I get invited to, like the other night, I went over to see Guns N' Roses. One of their members was having a birthday party, so.
Oh, and you went and they invited you to come and take photos?
I was invited to go there and take photos, which was pretty cool.
Oh, that is cool. Now, do you take live performances, videos of live performances?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened? You just started doing this, and then you just got known?
I was actually on.
For your
I was on
technique, or-
Facebook. I just was trying to sell stuff on eBay to make the rent, and some guy said you should be a rock promoter, and I said. Or a rock journalist, sorry. And I said, well, what's a rock journalist? What the hell is that?
Right.
So, and then I just I fell into it. He gave me an assignment to put Battle of the Bands together, and I did. I put 7 bands together in 2 weeks, and I didn't even know any bands, so it was pretty.
Oh my gosh,
cool.
we need you in WEMA. We need you to be part of WEMA.
Most definitely.
Yes.
She's been taking photos of me personally while I'm on stage at different
Yeah,
houses.
I've been meaning to talk to you about the photos that have been getting posted. Of you.
I didn't take those.
Those were the ones that were hidden camera, right? Yeah. Anyway, so and then it also says you're in network marketing.
Yeah, multimedia network
Multimedia.
marketing, which is the reason why I think it's taken off so quickly, is because I use so many avenues to I've promoted myself,
Right.
so then I promote other people.
Good. Can you promote us?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, good. We love it. We love it. We need somebody. Hey, listen, Michael.
I don't need anybody.
Because I do this, I actually got my wedding pretty much free.
You did?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
who are you going to get wedded to?
Tom Baird, he's right behind
Tom
me.
Baird.
You sure, buddy? I'm already married. This guy's cool. Look how cool. He looks like Robert Duvall.
Look at how
doesn't he?
quiet he is back
Robert
there. He's
Duvall,
sitting
Sandy.
there. Come here, Tom.
Yeah, he's the quiet one.
Oh, here he is,
Now you in
everybody. He's on
trouble.
the
We got to
screen.
get you up here. Come on.
Come on,
Stand
Tommy
next
boy.
to your lovely bride to be.
So,
up
Tom,
here.
where are you guys going to get married at?
Yeah.
Vamped.
At Vamped.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
On stage, and Louis Reyes is going to marry us in costume.
In costume?
He's the one that does the Gene Simmons in Kiss for Sin
Yeah.
City Kiss, and he offered to marry us.
Oh, so what are you going to be in costume as?
I'm not. I'm not wearing white.
She's not even wearing a wedding dress.
You wearing pink?
I'm wearing pink.
Oh, you are wearing pink.
I was gonna wear red.
you know who else wore pink? I think was it Vince and Melissa? Remember, they were just at the awards out in Los Angeles from Australia, and she had this beautiful blush. It was like a pink,
it's like that
blush dress on, and it was gorgeous, And she said, "Actually, it's my wedding dress. I didn't want to wear white, so
Right.
she wore pink, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, it's filled with rhinestones, and it was only like $179.
That's great. Where'd you get it?
Sears.
Sears.
I ordered it online.
See.
I didn't even try it
But
on.
you know what? It doesn't.
I didn't have to go get it fitted.
Well, you always have to have them get it fitted anyway.
Yeah.
So what does it matter if you spend, $10,000
Right.
or $150? It doesn't matter. It's how you look in the dress, and I'm sure you look stunning in it.
I hope so.
Yeah. So what are you going to be wearing, Tom?
A suit.
He's going to wear a
suit.
pinstriped
Pinstripe?
gangster suit that
What color?
I ordered for him.
Looked at me.
Oh, you did.
Pinstripe, black.
Is there a theme here that
No, I just thought he'd look good in it.
Oh, okay, cool. So the big date is coming up December the 17th.
At 8 p.m. is the vows, which will be about 10 minutes. And then a whole bunch of bands will be playing.
I was going to say at Pumped. It's at Vamped. What is that? We just had somebody in here yesterday talking about the Judy Judy was
Judy
here.
Moria.
Platzer was here, and she was talking about the punked. What is that called? What?
Steampunk.
Thank you. Steamed punked. Yeah, steampunked, clothes. and
Yeah,
stuff
I like that. I
Isn't
like that.
cool?
Oh, I love it.
I like that. That's a lot. And, in fact, they just had the Wild Wild West on the other night, and you were telling me that that's where those clothes, they were wearing a bunch of those clothes. Yeah, steampunked clothes.
Oh, I would love to have some of those.
Yeah, so this should be a lot of fun. Well, listen, hold on there. Hold your thoughts for a minute.
Okay.
Okay? I know we were going at like 90 miles an hour a minute ago, but now we've slowed down a little bit. But Chef Michael will be right back. And we're going to be right back after a message from our sponsors with Chef Michael.
Santa baby, just slip.
Like it. This is Sandy Kastel and Fred. The phone lines are open at 702-731-1230. Now, here again, Sandy Kastel.
Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. What's the matter, Michael?
It's fun. I was at Smith's today.
You were again?
I had to order stuff for Gigi's party.
Oh,
tomorrow.
that's right, tomorrow.
So I ordered the chicken and the roast pork.
Big party.
Big party tomorrow that we're doing. I got to get prepared. So I got my day to. We're really cut out. I got a lot of work.
You got your day cut out.
Anyway, I was talking to this guy, and a guy came up to me, and because our picture's out there, he said, "I got to ask you a question." He says, "You're pretty tough with people on that radio."
Who said that?
This guy. I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "You tell like it is." I said, "Well, you know something?" I said, "I can tell you the truth." I says, "As a performer, as an entertainer, I'm just as critical as myself." When I watched the TV show yesterday that we just did, I said to Sandy, "I look like a fat bastard in that thing." I said, "I look terrible. I had more chins than a Chinese phone book." I said, "Unbelievable." I said, "I look terrible." I said, "I need to lose about 30 pounds."
Oh, you look great with that hat.
What's that? Well, I had to cover my bald head. That's the only reason why that And it's kind of funny because, today people are so uptight. Everybody wants to be politically correct. Everybody wants to be a nice guy.
Not me.
Nice guy.
I don't. I tell her like it is. You know
Yeah,
what
I
mean?
do too.
And it's a shame. It's a shame that there's nobody in Vegas. It's like some people would say, I don't like you. I don't like your attitude. I don't. That's you're not going to win acceptance from every person that's out there. That's out there. It ain't going to possibly
The only
happen.
time you see that is on Facebook,
exactly.
not to your face.
Right. I'm on the air, Richie. I will call you right back. Richard Brackley. He just called me on the phone. I'll call you back, buddy.
Bye, Richard.
Rich? All right, you're on the air, but I'll call you back.
Good morning,
Right,
Richie.
So what happened was that Vegas, I said to Sandy, there's so many wonderful shows that are out there. And I give credit to anybody that really wants to get out there and do it. But if you're going to do something, do it right. Don't put yourself, and I always use boxing analogy. Don't step in the ring if you're really, with a heavyweight. And you're a lightweight, you're going to get knocked out in 30 seconds. It ain't going to happen. Even if you get this guy a shot.
Even if you're a lightweight, just act like you're not.
Exactly. You got to get out there. So many times, there's so many people in business that go out there, like restaurants. We're going to open up a supper club. If I open up a supper club like everybody else does, as fast as I open, that's as fast as I close. You got to do something different. That's the reason why that Sandy and I, when we did this show, the Sandy Kastel Variety Show, the radio show, that's why people listen. You know what I mean? Because it's unique. It's different because the average radio show
I
is
thought
like
it was because we paid off everybody.
What's that? It's like watching paint dry.
No, it's different because he's different.
Well, where'd all that money? Why don't know where all that money went then?
Just like
Who? Roger.
Roger Lambert.
Come on, Roger.
Hey, buddy.
Is that Roger Lambert?
Yes,
I'm
Hi,
surprised
Roger.
you called
How
me
are
and scare
you?
you away.
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Were you listening in?
Yes, I've just called in.
So, how are you today?
I'm good.
Good. Where are you calling from?
Michigan.
Michigan, is
It's
it
snowing
cold?
out there.
Oh.
No, today it's sunny here today.
It is. Oh, well, that's good.
They said they got
Yeah,
a warm front and a little rain going to melt down that snow. I was watching news last night about all that, especially at New York and all that. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're going to get some rain, and it's like 28 supposed to be the high today, and
28.
we got a break from the lake effect snow.
No kidding.
Wow.
That rain will be ice.
Well, so,
Yeah.
I know. So, Roger Lambert is the author and self-publisher of the motivational book, Paying Victory's Price. And it says, despite being legally blind for the past 40 years, Lambert enjoyed a 27-year career as a basketball coach of both boys and girls at levels from elementary basketball to assistant varsity coach in his hometown of Allegan, Michigan. He received an award from the Wolverine Conference of Southwest Michigan for 20 years of consecutive service. Lambert also has 20 years of experience in retail sales, as well as 10 years experience in network marketing.
Oh, there
so
you
you
go.
guys have something in common. Yeah.
Yeah, but he probably went to school. I didn't.
Well, you know, Bob, when you today, your time, what's it, 3 hours difference?
Yes.
So it's 20 after 9 Las Vegas time, so we got 20 after 11 your time?
20 after 12.
20 after 12. Well, then at 9 o'clock this evening, your time, go onto YouTube and put in Sandy Kastel and Friends with today's date, and you will see what we're talking about. You'll hear yourself and see yourself live because we videotaped the show.
And we're going to have pictures of your book inserted, and we'll have pictures of you inserted into it because since you're not here live.
I was going to say, how are you going to see the video? I'm looking for him. Where you at, Roger?
He's blind.
No, his friends. His friends can see the video.
I'm sorry, Roger, but, Michael doesn't pay attention.
No, I heard what he said, but he could see, they could, I apologize.
He's over there cracking.
They could see the video of and
yes,
hear.
Exactly. He can let everybody know so that they can see.
We're honored to have you on our dais today talking about your book, and I'll turn it over to Miss Sandy Kastel.
So what inspired you to write this book, Roger?
During my 27-year coaching career, as you can imagine, I had the opportunity to coach a wide variety of individuals. Not only a wide range of talents, but also a wide range of attitudes and work ethics. And I watched a number of the kids that would say with their mouth that they wanted to be successful and they wanted to win, but their actions didn't really back up what they were saying. When it came time to do the really difficult things like running sprints and stretching exercises, they were always trying to cut corners and not give 100%. And I realized that they didn't understand what it took to be successful. But I also realized that it's not just young people that don't understand what it takes to be successful. Many adults don't realize what it takes either. And so I just felt like I could produce a product that would help other people discover exactly what it was going to take for them to be able to achieve their success and their victories.
And so when you were going about writing this book, did you ever interview anybody or did you just take totally from your own experience?
I never interviewed anybody. I used things from my own experiences, as well as I added many stories from very successful people who had to overcome some real difficult obstacles in order for them to be successful.
So did you know that Chef Michael is a chef?
He's a chef?
Did you know that Chef Michael is a chef?
Everybody's asleep in
Chef
here.
Michael is a chef?
I'm a chef.
He's a chef.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yes, and I tell you, Bob, people use that word very loosely. You got, people say there's a lot of paramedics out there, but not doctors. But yes, I've been very pleased to learn the art of Italian cuisine, and I was taught by my grandmother of those true Italian dishes. Because what I have learned, they don't teach in a culinary school. They really don't.
Yeah, so he wants to know, I know he wants to know what your favorite Italian dish is.
Yeah, what's your favorite Italian dish, Bob?
I would have to say lasagna.
Yes, it's amazing.
I got to say,
How many layers lasagna?
It's Roger, Michael.
3, 4, 5.
I'm talking to Bob. Bob, the sound man.
Ryan has a new name.
Lasagna is a great dish, and many people, from a scale 1 to 10, believe it or not, 8 out of 10 people request lasagna.
Right.
Yeah,
and that's the most.
My
And I love
my dad
lasagna.
makes the best.
Yes, and that's the most difficult dish to really put together because it's layers that you have to do.
It takes all day.
Well, enough
wondering,
about
how many
talking
layers?
about how difficult it is. Just tell us how to do it.
Ask Garfield. Garfield loves his lasagna.
It's very simple. They have pasta today that you don't have to boil, and that's really.
I want to tell you, Michael.
Yes, sir.
You talked about using the term chef loosely. There's probably some parents out there of kids that I've coached that use the term basketball coach loosely too.
Yeah.
I usually call people like soup dance. It's amazing.
That's good, Roger.
That's good, Roger.
And without naming names, right?
That's terrific. That's what I was just saying earlier today. People want to be politically correct, and they don't want to say the truth. Right. To say, something, I'm not saying that all kids. I mean, it's nice that these kids do that, but saying your kid can't fight.
Well, not only that, but the parents thinking that they can be a basketball coach, and they come out, and what do they do, Roger? I mean, let's
put it this way. This is a great story. One of the athletic directors that I served under had a parent come to him and complain about how things were going with their daughter's basketball team, and the athletic director looked at them and said, "Let me tell you how girls' basketball works. The girls play during the basketball season. They don't pick up a ball again till the next basketball season. And when they do, the parents expect the coaches to take some fairy dust and sprinkle it on them and make them a basketball."
I think Spencer's gift sells fairy dust. You need to give it to the parents.
And it's so true, because when I was a kid, I always loved to box. I loved to fight. And as a young boy, because the entertainment superseded my career in the boxing. But if I did not do the entertainment, I'd have went for middleweight. I would have definitely went to the Olympics.
You know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of lasagna, and I was thinking lasagna because we were going to get that recipe from Chef Michael, but I know he says it's a difficult recipe to make. But what it is it's the ingredients that you put into the lasagna. It's also, like you said, it's layering, and you can actually use lasagna as a metaphor for life.
Oh yeah,
because life is not necessarily easy to put together. There's a lot of different layers.
Or any dish, if you put your time into it,
that's right.
It's really going to turn out well.
Like I was saying,
on our television, you got to take these ingredients. Like you start out with your four spices, right? Which are
salt, pepper, parsley, garlic. Every nationality, every race, creed, and color has those spices in their cupboard.
Now, Roger, what are the four basic qualities of a good basketball player?
You need to be able to dribble.
Okay.
You need to be able to pass.
Okay.
You need to be able to shoot.
Okay.
But most important of all, you need to be able to play good defense.
Right. Now, you've got four qualities there. However, it's a matter of how you mix them together, mix those ingredients together, and then it's a matter of practice, like you just said. The girls' basketball, they come in, they do it. They do it during the season. They go away. They do a bunch of other things during the summer.
And I think the layers would be all the people on the team.
Well, the layers are also
because if you don't work well together, you don't have a good team.
And
either.
It's practice. Practice, and putting time into it. So you're in your book, Paying Victory's Price. I guess you're talking about this, what it takes. You're paying a price just like any good entertainer, any good performer, any good businessman or entrepreneur has to put in the time, have the ingredients, and then they have to put in the time to make sure that it all works well.
But he will attest to this. There's some families that I'm sure that he talks to. Some of them kids just can't dribble. They can't shoot. They just can't do it. Some kids are just not, it's not that they don't try.
That's not what they were meant to do.
And those are the ones that got the love and the heart more into it than the ones that can't.
Yeah, and a lot of times, even actors, in college or in high school, we had certain actors that were, we had the kids that had they had the looks, they had the talent, they had everything. it was like, they were
but they didn't want
spoon-fed everything, and they had that natural ability, so they really didn't work hard at it. Then you had the kids that were either, didn't fit the stereotype, either too big, too small, too
Kathy
skinny,
Bates
too tall.
is really good example.
Kathy Bates. What happens is, and Debbie Swihart was one in our class, and big girl, she always wanted to play the ingenue. She could never play the ingenue. She looked like the mother, even though she was only 16 or 17, whatever years old. But she persevered, worked her tail off to get good at her craft, which is that's what you're talking about. You've got to pay your dues. And a lot of kids today, across the board, are handed computers and cell phones and this and that, the minute they're born, and they think that everything on YouTube, they just go out and they say, I'm going to sing a song. So they go record something in the shower and they put it out and they think, I'm going to become a star, you know, and they don't pay their dues.
You know, I grew up with absolutely nothing, and I've had absolutely nothing my whole life, and I got kind of tired of it. And this is my first year I've actually found a passion in my life. I found a passion and I found my love all in 1 year.
Oh,
and
before this, my life was just up and down and crazy.
And you know, that's the other thing, Roger. If somebody is passionate, and even if they're not a good dribbler or a good, you know, whatever, they can exercise and do the skills. Now, does it mean they're going to ever be an A-list player? Maybe not, but maybe they'll get themselves to where they can play on the team, you know, and do a decent job.
Right.
That's a great point. One of the things that I realized when I was coaching was it was not difficult to tolerate a player who had difficulty dribbling, shooting, or passing, as long as that kid was willing to work hard, because if a kid was willing to work hard, you could teach them to play some defense a lot quicker than you could improve those dribbling, shooting, and passing skills.
That's right.
All defense is the willingness to work hard.
That's right. Hold on just a second, Roger. Stay on the line. Okay, we're going to be right back. We've got to take a brief little pause. This is Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael, and we'll be right back after a brief message from our sponsors.
If you check off
Here again, your host, Sandy Kastel.
Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. And we also have with us today Guido, Mastin, and we also have his friend, Heather, Jayne, Wyatt. I remembered.
Yeah, there was an actress, Jayne Wyatt.
But that's okay. There was Jayne Wyatt. That's right. And we also have on the phone with us Roger Lambert. And he is the author of the self-publisher of the motivational book, Paying Victory's Price. Hi, Roger. How you doing?
Good.
You still there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I thought we might have lost you for a second there. So, okay, so tell us about overcoming obstacles on the pathway leading to success.
Everyone is going to be encountered with obstacles. Anytime you begin the journey down the pathway that leads to success, you have to be prepared for the fact that you're going to be met with some obstacles.
Yes.
We don't always know what they're going to be or how difficult they're going to be to overcome. But each and every time that we come to an obstacle, that obstacle is going to cause the price of our victory to rise higher and higher. And there's going to be times when you're seeking a success or victory that you're going to have some type of a motivational force pushing you forward. Otherwise, the obstacles are going to cause you to just get discouraged and quit. And I like to refer to that motivational force as our dream. Now, dream's a term that we use quite loosely in today's society. Everybody's talking about chasing their dreams, follow your dreams, accomplish your dreams. But I'm talking about something more than just the things in life that you want to accomplish. I'm talking about something that you're truly passionate about.
Like you.
Something that's so important to you that even if you had all the time and all the money in the world, you'd still do that.
Do it for free. Do it for free like I do.
Like me. WEMA, you know, Women in Music and Arts. We've actually got men now. And it's empowering artists of all ages through education, mentoring, and scholarships. And it's something that I'm passionate about. And also just having people, guests on the show, for me, Roger, and for Michael, it's about, you know, promoting what everybody's doing out there. You know, we don't charge anybody to come on the show. It's come on, you know, be our guest, you know, share what it is that you're doing out there and supporting and lifting people up rather than tearing them down.
Yes.
And there's too many people out there that are you know, so busy focusing on, you know, saying negative stuff and tearing people down just to lift themselves up.
Right.
You know, or they forget that it has taken other people to get them to where they are, and they forget that once they get there. And you know, you have to remember that, you know, it takes a village, you know, they say, to raise a child, but also
we should all help each other.
It is teamwork. It's layering. It's just like that lasagna.
That's right. And these dreams can come in, many shapes and sizes. It may be something like being able to build your dream house. It might be purchasing that dream car you've always wanted. But then again, it might be something like spending more time with your family.
Yeah.
So you just have to figure out what you're passionate about and build your dream around that passion. And then once you've identified that dream, you have to make sure that you never lose sight of that.
That's
dream.
the hard part, is identifying it. It took me 44 years.
So that you connect with that dream every day. And so when the difficult times come along, that strong dream that you've built will push you through those difficult times.
And you know what else, Roger? And this is what I really believe. I wrote, I'm working on a book, but also I wrote a chapter in a book, these Life Choices series. And one morning I woke up, I was trying to think of, I really didn't know what I was going to call this chapter that I was writing for the book. And I had an idea of what I wanted to write about. And I woke up and I said, my life has been a series of detours. Okay. And it has, all of us, how many times have we gone through something, we think we've got it all laid out, the plan's all laid out, and then something happens in our lives. Sometimes we have to go to work, and take a job that we don't want to take just to put food on the table because something happened in our family. Shania Twain is a good example of that. Sometimes, something, a tragic accident happens in our life. So it derails us a little bit. But then, if we get back on our path, and it comes back to what is it that we're passionate about, what about it inside of us is motivational, like you said. We have to have that motivational push and something that we're passionate about. And our dreams. And our dreams are used loosely, but without the dreams,
what is life?
So the dreams do have a part, and it's a small dream, and it becomes the big dream.
There's a word, Roger, called the vicissitudes.
The vicissitudes of life.
Okay, and vicissitudes mean changes. And many times in people's lives, you're not. This is not a perfect world we live in. And for me to grow, it's my faith and a higher power and God for me too. That took me through hell.
Yeah.
There's some guys that go through war. I went through a different type of a war. And I went to a guy one day and I confronted him and I said to him, what have you done for somebody? What is your achievement in life? Tell me what you have done for someone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I listened to what you have said. You're making a change, Rod. You're doing something for someone. Sandy and I are making a change.
That's right.
To do it for someone. Now, yes, am I opinionated? Without a question. I'll tell it like it is. There are people that are good, and there are people that don't belong doing what they're doing. And that's a lot of people. Not every doctor that comes out that graduates is phenomenal. Not every chef is terrific. Not every entertainment director that works in Las Vegas is the best. Not every carpenter is a master carpenter. But the bottom line is that I'm a firm believer is what have you done for somebody? And don't tell me that you lend them money, okay? That's not doing what I'm saying. And like what you do for kids, you're making a change. What Sandy and I do, it costs us a lot of money to do radio, television. Even though we have sponsors, we invest in hundreds of thousands of dollars to open up the door for ourselves to bring people like we have on the dais today to let the 90,000 listeners, the number one show we have. There's some people that will not listen to us, and there's other people won't shut us off. We inspire them, and we feel good because to work 5 days a week to come in here every morning from 9 to 10 and to try to be funny, what we really try to do is inspire people like Sandy's organization WEMA to inspire those and help those get ahead in life.
If I wouldn't have done some free photos for him, he wouldn't have brought me on here.
For Guido, yeah.
Yeah, to Guido. Sorry.
That's okay.
When you say inspiring, Mike, it's very inspiring to be here, to be honored to come here.
Helping another and helps another, helps
and spread
another,
the word,
helps
spread
another.
a word about WEMA, show Michael in his TV show, like when he's making that batter that goes all over Sandy.
Roger, and you guys, I had a call yesterday from Lene Huff, and she's one of our members, and she called me and she said, Sandy, I just want to remind you, what can I do for you? What can I do? Please. can I
great.
come and help do something? She goes, I know it's the holiday season. Whatever I can do to be there for you, anything at all, call on me. And I said, okay, what are you doing? And I gave her a date. And, sometimes it's just that, because sometimes I try to do everything myself, and a lot of us try to do that.
Yeah,
we try to take on all the responsibilities and all the things and think that, well, it's not going to get done unless I do it. And then what happens is you've got so many things that you're trying to do that it gets overwhelming.
Multitasking is overwhelmed.
Yeah. So sometimes I forget to ask.
Right. On December 13th, we're having the last WEMA event for
the year, for 2014.
At Sandy Estate, and ready for this? It's opera and jazz.
Yeah.
Open bar. Ready for this? The food spectacular. $35 a ticket. Money goes to the WEMA Foundation. Sandy and I
scholarship.
We put our hand in our pocket. We pick up the tab for this. We went out to go eat last night. It was $47. There was no band, no booze, no nothing, and it was $47 with me. And I said, Sandy, we're charging $35 a head, which is nickels and dimes. The money's going to charity. You know what I mean? And the open bar is included.
So what day is this?
It's Sandy's
Saturday.
birthday. We're celebrating Sandy's
Saturday,
birthday and Saturday the 13th.
The 13th.
Yeah.
Okay,
The 13th.
great.
I have to make an appearance on that one. I'm
I'll be
gonna
there.
have to.
Okay.
It's your birthday. I have to.
Thank you. Listen, hold on, Roger. Don't go away. We're going to be right back. Okay, if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. And we've got Roger Lambert on the phone. We've got Guido Mastin. And we've got...
Just Heather.
Heather, Jayne, Wyatt.
Jayne, Wyatt. We'll be right back.
Wyatt.
Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. And you know what? We were asked about, a recipe for lasagna, but actually we've been just talking about how lasagna relates to our lives.
Yeah, it became a very philosophical conversation.
And that's okay, because we're on 5 days a week.
I know.
Try to give...
And you've told that recipe before.
A million times. We try to give our listeners a wide variety of all entertainment. Guido just said, Mike, how come you're so substitute?
Sandy got him in a box.
No, you don't have me in a box. Sometimes professional courtesy. We have an author that's calling from Michigan.
Yes.
We have some wonderful people here, and sometimes you can't take the show all the time. You got to give that courtesy to our guests to let them say and do. So they have. Did you have a good time since you called in, Roger? Did you feel good?
Yes, I have. It's been wonderful.
Thank you. We really truthfully appreciate that.
Good. I want to find out what is one piece of advice that you would give for long-term success.
I believe that for long-term success, you have to become very good at setting goals. Goals can be used to create long-term success, and the way that you could do that is by setting both short-term goals and long-term goals. I would use the short-term goals as stepping stones to reach the long-term goals. Mm-hmm. Now, Sandy, setting goals isn't anything new to any of us.
Right.
We've been told this our entire life.
Right.
But in my book, what I've included are guidelines to use when you're setting goals to help you set goals more effectively. I mean, setting goals is one thing, but you want to be able to accomplish those goals. And
that's
so
right.
Being able to set goals that are more effective, that's exactly what we want. Mm-hmm. And along with that, I've also included some methods that you can apply to those goals once you've set them that have been statistically proven to increase your chances of achieving those goals.
I like that.
Like my dad tells me. He says, you know what, making your goals and making your plans and setting this is you make a plan, you work the plan, you complete the plan. Apply that to everything you do, no matter what. Just start it, finish it, and complete it.
There you go. Where can people buy your book, Roger?
They can go to payingvictoriesprice.com. And by going to that page, they'll be able to read what's on the back of the cover, read my author biography, and make a purchase right from that page at payingvictoriesprice.com.
That's good.
Well, Raj, we want to say not only thank you, but Sandy and I want to wish you a very joyous and happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Thank you, and I wish the same to you.
And
also,
I hope
Michael
that you keep
Andy.
in touch. You have our number. You're welcome to call us anytime anywhere. We're on Monday through Friday, you know what I mean? And you have an open invitation to call us to let us know how you're doing and how cold it is in Michigan.
This is just the beginning, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, thank you so much, Roger. We appreciate you calling in today. And again, Roger Lambert, author of Paying Victory's Price, and you can purchase his book at payingvictoriesprice.com and find out more about the author. Thank you, Roger. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful holiday season.
Thank you, buddy. Thanks, pal.
Thank you.
holidays,
Thank you
Roger.
very much.
Thank you,
Okay,
Raj.
bye.
What a nice man. See, Sandy, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's why, people listen in. Because if it's the same old mundane stuff, you're going to get told so many jokes over
This
and
show
over
is
again.
never the same old, same old.
No,
That's
I'm
what I got to
saying-
tell you. It's never.
Well, no, it's
There
it's
you go. There you go, Chef Michael. You're going to put her on fire again.
Come on.
Well,
Now you know why I call her Blaze.
And
Blaze.
Guido, I gotta say a little bit about Guido because it was a few years ago, and that you actually started calling me Blaze.
Ever since we met when I was living in New Orleans.
I know New Orleans,
Yeah,
and
Orleans.
and you introduced me to somebody that you said that lived here in Las Vegas about being part of WEMA. You started coming out to Vegas, and now here you are in Vegas, and then you got married just recently.
And now you're leaving again.
And
Yes, I am.
where are you going again?
I'm leaving. I'm moving December 18th after I'm playing.
What?
I'm playing at Heather's wedding at Vamped.
He's going to jam
December
out.
17th
Yep.
and then the morning after her wedding, my wife and I are moving to Tucson.
Tucson. What's in Tucson?
Mormon house.
You're staying
My
a day
wife.
late for my wedding.
Your wife.
I'm staying one day late for her wedding.
Isn't that sweet?
Oh, that's great. Well, I know you're going to have a lot of fun down in Tucson, and we'll be hearing from you anyway. And you'll be coming back to Vegas to visit us every once in a while,
Okay,
won't you?
okay.
We'll twist your arm a little
okay,
bit.
all right. Ow, Michael.
Okay. And I want to thank you for bringing Heather Jayne Wyatt on the air today. And I know she's got all these websites for us. HeatherJayne1970.wix.com/hired shoot 4 or number 4 U. Also, Facebook Heather Jayne 1970. So just, you know what?
Friend me.
Google her. Google Heather Jayne, and you will find her because she's all over the place. And she is a master network marketing multimedia person.
I'd like to say
photographer.
one thing.
Yes.
I want to thank the guys that are going to be playing at my wedding.
Yes.
John Zito, Barry Barnes, and Paul DeCibio.
Okay.
They are part of Count 77's band.
Danny Coker.
I didn't know Danny was going to be
Well,
playing.
it's his house.
No, I know. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Danny.
Yeah, you're both
Danny and
saying
Corey,
thank you.
thank you very much. Sorry. I was thinking about who was playing.
Duh.
And who?
Who else? And Steve.
Forget. What is it? Forget.
I forgot.
Forget. There's. What is the name of that?
There's so many people.
And Guido Mastin. You want to thank Guido.
Davio, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I actually want to personally thank John Zito because I approached him and talked to him, and from that moment on, he said, "Yes, Heather is more than willing. We're more than willing to have her
I think
wedding
he wants
here
to
at
kiss the
Vamp."
bride. That's the only reason that.
I think that's great. Now, who again is going to be doing the wedding?
Luis Reyes.
Luis Reyes.
He
let's
is with
thank
Sin
him
City
too.
Kiss.
Yeah,
And
Sin
he actually offered, and I thought, oh, sweet, of course.
This is an
And what
open
about-
wedding too.
And what about the guy sitting behind you? Do you want to thank him too?
I will on the day of our wedding.
Bada bing, bada
all
bing.
right.
Anyway, before we close, Sandy, remind
Before we
everybody
close,
Saturday, the big day again.
Saturday, the big day again.
Yeah, the Sandy Kastel TV show.
I know we're going to be all over TV.
I still want to challenge him to cooking that.
Listen, you got to go.
catfish.
You got to go to our Facebook page, and you got to see all the channels because there's lots of channels. 17.1, 32 point something, and 47.5, 47.7, 47.6.
Are these digital?
Yeah,
It
these
sounds
are
like
all
my
the-
network marketing.
These are all
channels?
these are the free. No, free. They're over the air channels.
That's what I'm
some of
saying, yeah,
them.
it's the free
and
digital
there's
channels.
Two cable channels, and then also we're going to be in all these hotel rooms. It's going to be amazing. Just Google it or go to Facebook, find the listing of all the channels where we're going to be seen at noon, 12:30, midnight, and also another time I forgot on Saturday. So it's going to be growing, folks. We're going to be all over the place. Thanks again for supporting Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. We'll see you again here tomorrow, and check us out
we'll
on
see you
YouTube
here next
this
week.
afternoon.
Thanks for having me on, you guys.
Oh, today's Friday. We'll see you Monday morning.
Yeah, baby.
I'm KLAV. Bye.
See you, everybody. Bye.
I don't know what day it is.
Saluto, buona giornata, che quando la stella
Check
tutta cosa.
off my Christmas